we are looking at our air conditioner unit, and it might be good to look at yours. This has been here several years, and that's a little, oh, what do they call that? It's a wasp, that's potter wasp. Potter wasp made that little deal.
Looks like a pot.
Yeah, it looks like a pot. Anyway, a few years ago we had air conditioner people out here, and they took this apart and cleaned it. And I looked through the vents on the side, and I could see it was nasty. So we decided before we'd fire up, we'd take it apart. It's not that big a deal to take the shielding off. And just look at the dirt. These are supposed to be fins. You should see metal fins all the way down around the outside. Around the outside, it is covered with
Felt.
Spider webs and dog hair and dirt, and it looks like felt. And down at the bottom, my gosh, look at the crud down there at the bottom.
I guess 3 years is too long to wait.
It's been 3 years.
A little 3 years plus.
Yeah, so 3 years. And last night we took the lid off last night, and it was full of leaves in there from a shingle oak. We got most of that out last night, and this morning we are going to let's move our,
Figure out how to take the
move this back, let's pull this back. There we go. Look at that crud. That's historic. That's nasty. Anyway, the air, when that fan runs, the air comes in from out here and goes through these fins, and just look at that.
Oh, don't forget to caution them about the wasp.
It would not be too efficient. Now, to get into this is a RUD unit.
No.
RUD, R-U-U-D. Yes, R-U-U-D. Anyway, there were like half a dozen screws to take the lid off. Before you take the lid off, go turn off your breakers. We did that first. Turn off your breakers. And before you take the lid off, there's a shield that goes right here that is held on with one screw right there. Take that off, because if you don't take that off, you don't have any slack in your wiring when you lift this off. And you can take this down, set it off, and when you lift that, there are going to be little red wasps nesting around there, and they will sting you on your hands as you lift that. And we know that. We know that for sure. That really happens. And we killed those boogers. And then you have a series of screws. You got 2 screws on each side of this, and 3 screws down the bottom of each side, and 2 screws on the front. And then this lifts right off. These aluminum fins are very delicate. They're not like the air conditioning fins of 50 years ago. These are very thin, and they caution you not to use a brush on it. Now,
we're gonna see.
I think if you use a very soft nylon brush, you'd probably be safe, but we're going to start out with water. And we're going to start with air, blow out what we can. We'll bring our blower up here, use air on it, and then water. The air conditioner guys squirted it with some soapy mix and then hosed it out themselves when they were here 3 years ago. But 3 years accumulation of dirt, and that air conditioner wouldn't cool worth a hoot if we fired it up right now.
All kinds of brushes too.
Okay, here we go. Now, keep in mind, the air conditioner guys who were here 3 years ago said don't use a brush. They didn't want us damaging these. Susan's trying a toothbrush. That takes it off very well.
At least stage 1.
It'll take it off well enough we can blow through it and then hose through it. There's a soft brush.
That's even better.
Oh, that one's working great.
Fingernail brush.
It's a fingernail brush, and it's very soft, so it won't hurt your skin. That is really taking it off. Go real slow, Susan. I'm kind of slow on the camera here.
I'm making dust.
She's making dust. Oh, that is doing the job. Anyway, that's a very soft nylon brush. I have this one, which I keep it in my chainsaw kit. I use it to brush off the outside of the
Here's
unit.
a bottle brush, and it's getting even more off after the
What's
other
that for cleaning out vents in the car?
Nah, just bottles and different
Oh, a
things.
bottle brush. That's a soft nylon bristle.
Even it's our softest one.
And anyway, this one I keep in the chainsaw kit for brushing dirt off of the saw before I open the fuel tank.
I don't think we're bending the fins.
We're not bending the fins at all. But this one is kind of grabby. It's rough from years of use. And the one Susan has is not grabby. It's working great. So let me set mine down.
I'm trying to do the blower after we do this. Might
Yeah, I'm
finish it
thinking,
off.
yeah, after we do this,
Go back and try
go back
the
with
blower.
your favorite one there.
Well, this one is the broader one.
That one really does a nice job. It's taking that stuff off. Okay, this is going to make short work of this. So that's enough of this. We'll finish this up and then give it a shot with the little blower. Look at that stuff. Come
We
on.
got to sweep it before we suck it back in.
Yeah, we'll have to sweep this crap up. Okay, I'm going to cut off here and we'll check back in after we move along. Okay, we've got it all brushed out, brushed off, all the dirt dug out, and doing the final cleaning now with a hose, and you can actually see where the dark spots are in there, dirty spots. Just clean it, hitting those again, and started from the inside like this, run along between the tubing. Anyway, that's what that looks like. Went all the way around it. Clean the tubing from the inside with a hose and then from the outside. And I think I got it pretty clean. Still washing a little bit of dirt out of the bottom. Yeah, it's looking pretty good now when it comes off. Okay. And that's one of the major reasons you turn your breaker off before you start. You're going to be spraying water around this. And easier to turn that off and go into the ER when your cart doing flip-flops after getting shocked. Okay. Okay, now I'll start putting her back together after that dries a bit. Okay, we'll catch you all later. We got her all buttoned back up. Anyway, it went all back together. No big problems. I did find down there at the bottom, you can see a little gap off that corner. And what I figured out there, by the time I got it all back together, I figured that out. When the guys had it apart 3 years ago, they stuck a panel on the outside of the pan. It should be inside, so they had that thing off. I didn't have that off. So to fix that, I got to take the lid off of it again and the back, and I'm not going to do that right now. It's together good, and I can, next year we'll take this off again. And when I take it apart, I will lift that piece up and reinstall that correctly. And I got a record of it now, so I'll remember it maybe. Got it all back together. Hosed everything off. Got it washed out. Oh boy, we're all done. Anyway, maybe that'll help somebody. Hope so. You got to be real careful of those fins. When you put this together, now this is a Rudd unit. I imagine everybody's got their own system. This front panel here bows out right here. And the way you put this back on, you center it up and hook it on the back. Across the back, it's straight. It goes on straight there. Get that hooked on, get the side started. You come around here on the front, you push that front end, get this popped down. And if it hangs, you just kind of look to be, be careful so your corners start. Anyway, it popped in place and the screw holes lined up good. I ran them all in loose, got them all in before I went around and tightened them up. So that was a bit of an adventure. And you look at how long it took. If you were paying 2 guys to drive out 30 miles in the country and do that and then go back when they're done, you have a pretty hefty bill. And this didn't cost us anything. So that was a pretty good deal. And we'll remember how to do that and do it ourselves next time. Anyway, catch you later. Thank you very much for watching, and Let's see if we can come up with another little adventure for you.